Welcome back to the final approach, and you find us in the VAB. And I know I said last time we were going to go to Duna or Eve or something like that, but number one, I have a mission to go to the moon and attach a transmitter to a satellite that I need to do at some point. And I also have a space station mission that I need to do again properly, which we'll talk about in a second. And also the transfer window, I think, for Duna and for Eve is actually a way away. So I want to try and get some other contracts out the way before we do that. So I have put together this craft, Orb Lab 1. Not a very original name, I know. And quite simply, we're looking at the ability to hold 5 Kerbals, 3 here, 2 there, bit of science equipment, and this big tank. Why am I sending up a big odd tank like this? That's because we have a mission, and that mission is... If I just bring all this stuff down, the mission is build a new station that has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. The station must be fully assembled when launched. The other problem is it's going to have 2,000 units of liquid fuel in the station. That's what this tank's for. So we've got 1,400 there and 700 there, so it's well over the 2,000 limit. You'll notice I've removed the oxidizer because that is excess weight. We can always unlock that and use it in the future, I think, but at the moment I'm just going to hold it as now. I do need to do some final changes. Number one, I need to put an antenna on this thing, and number two, I need to actually strut this bit because I'm a little concerned about it. So let's do that first. Let's get some struts going on. Ooh, can I do different? I can do different coloured struts. That's interesting. Didn't know you could do that. Right, we'll try some of the different coloured struts. So we'll go for these silvery white ones, and we're going to attach from down here. And let's have 8 of these. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to just plop them up to there like so. That should hopefully give that some stability. And we also need a communication system. Now, I have not left space for this at all. So what have we got? What's this one? This is a direct one. That's a relay. We've got a relay. So you know what we could do? We could actually stick them in here, just really cheekily. Just yeah, if we just stick them. Oh, could we? Yeah, we could. And we could just disable them when we're not using them. So if we pull that out there, what's that look like when we extend it? Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Oh, hold on a second. Here's an idea. What if we put them like so, and then let's see if we rotate them a bit. That's better, is it? Is that better? That's outwards now, right? But then when that's retracted, it's down like that. How do I want them to look? I ideally want them to go upright. So let's use this tool so we can actually. This is the rotate tool. Let's do that. It's on local. Let's see. Will it just let me? Oh, that's better. That is better. What if I do it on worldy? Do that. And then that one. Will that do that as well? Is that straight? That is right. Okay, that's better. Now, what happens when we retract? I see. That's problematic. Unless we actually push them all the way back. So let's try. This is so cheaty, isn't it? Just doing this. Right, we just put that on that. Right, if we just push them back, because I want them to be about. Hold the shift key down so I can do this. I want them to be as far back as possible. So I want them to be out of the way, like here. There we go. That's fine. Actually, I could just leave them deployed in deployed mode, couldn't I? That's actually easier. I don't have to worry about them. So that's retract and deploy. So I want them to be deployed permanently like that. That's cool. They'll just sit on the side there, and that'll give us transmission. And it's an annoying way to do it. Alternatively, I could have just stuck one of these in, I suppose, in that space. That is a thought. Do they fit? Do they fit? No, they don't. I don't think they do. I think they're a little bit too big for our... yeah, they're too big. They're going to block the docking port. So, docking port, transmission, all that sort of good stuff. I think we are ready to go. So the stack underneath this is using some of the new engines that we've got. We've got a Poodle in here. We've got a mainsail here. There are some classic engines, and then we've got these new. I can't remember what they're called. They're called kickback solid boosters. Just give me a push to start with. Looks a little bit like SLS, I've just realised, but with a big lump on the top. How amusing! So if I If I did that, would it look like? Yeah, okay. We'll just do that to there. In fact, you know, we'll have that there. All right. Can I change the look of this? Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, because it goes single bell, double bell. I see. All right. I think we're about ready to go with this. So who are we sending up? Well, we have to do this mission, but I also think we can maybe do this sort of sciencey lab thing. I thought I'd send a science lab up because, you know, might as well. So who are we going to send up in it? We might use this for something else. Bob Kerman, because he's got no experience, doing absolutely nothing. He's going to be leading the mission. And then we have Staden Kerman, one of our scientists, who, did we collect? I think we saved you. We saved you, so you're on the team because you were saved, along with Carwell, and I think Mittler was saved. I can't remember actually now, going back. I have to check who's done what. So those two I think were saved. And then we've got Tritza Kerman, who is our pilot. She's going to be sitting in the command pod there, looking after the fools that are in the lab there. I am tempted to put them all in there. There is no abort on this. I have not put an abort system on it. They have parachutes, and that's about it. But the concern I have is actually parachuting all of them out, one after the other. Yeah, that could be a problem. We'll have to think about that. Maybe don't have an abort system. I will. Alternatively, we send up just a pilot or one of the scientists and then bring a crew up to fill it up. And that way, if anything goes wrong, Bob can bail out. Yeah, that's right, Bob. You know what, Bob? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Bob, you're going up on your own. Yeah, we're going to send the pilot up later, and you're going to be in the command pod. You can move there later. We'll do this episode. We'll do 2 missions. We'll stock this craft as well, so we can do some science while we're up there. Right. To the launch pad. Right, I will say, oh, what's this thing here? That's a decouple there. So I will say we do actually have a probe core on this, so it should give me, yeah, we do have the ability for prograde, retrograde. It's not a great probe core, but it's enough to help us. Because Bob is completely unable to do anything on his own. So we're going to send this up. It is dark, but you know what? Let's have a night launch. Let's do that. So we're ready. Everything's go. And fire. There we go. We're off. So we're going to aim for, I think, about 100 kilometer orbit with this thing, and hopefully it will be fine. We're getting up there quite nicely. Going to start just heading over a little bit. There we go. Just head it over just a little bit. We've got a nice control on the engines. A little bit of gimbals. Gimbals is good. This final stage, this second stage here, well, yeah, third stage, the top stage, isn't that good for thrust to weight ratio. It's very much a vacuum optimized engine, shall we say, so we have to be aware of that. We're going up quite fast. Probably need to check this and see what we're going. We can actually thrust back on our mainsail and let it drag out a bit, because we're getting a lot of air resistance down because we're going so fast low down, and I actually should be over by now. This is problematic, so we need to get this craft over as soon as possible before I end up completely out of the atmosphere, which is be problematic. Right, get rid of the bits and bobs. Right, and we can now ramp up that engine again, and we're going to get down onto some sort of I really want to get equatorial, but I don't think our inclination is going to let me. Our inclination is going down good, because we actually lost a chunk of inclination there that was not healthy. Right, and now we need to get back up. We're going to be okay. I want to go sideways right now. I want to be going sideways. Right, get down to sideways. That's it. Hold it there. Right, what we're doing for altitude, not too bad. Inclination is not brilliant, but not terrible. I really wanted it to be 0, but that's not gonna. Oh, we're out. Right, how long until our time is up? Right, we're at 1 minute. Okay, we need to fire this engine, I think. And also, I think we can get rid of this fairing now. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. Right. So, we're just going to try and get this thing to orbit right now. There we go. Hold it there. Hold it there. When we get to 100, I then have to start thinking about, is this too high? What's going on here? That's that struttage section. It's a bit wobbly, this, isn't it? It's a little bit on the wobbly side. Just going to hold it there. There we go. A little bit on the wobbly side, but that's fine. I'm going to cut that engine for now, and then let's have a look. Right, that was the least impressive of launches I've done. It was a bit wobbly, a bit annoying. Right, let's have a look. Can we get up there? Yeah, we can. What's this going to be? It's going to be 96 by 103. That's not terrible, but I think we can make it better. Let's get this to there. We go. Right, burn time is, oh, we need to burn. We need to be burning now, in fact. So, yeah, get on the marker. Get on my marker. There we go. That's where I want to be. Right. Just burn. Just burn, 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 burn. So we're going to have enough, yeah, we've got enough delta V to get this thing up there. We can maybe do a little bit of a burn after this to sort out that inclination. Not the most efficient way of doing it, but we'll try. What's our inclination looking like right now? Okay, it's coming down. Okay, so we're getting closer to the zero inclination. That's good. Oof, this takes time. Let's speed you up here, I think, a little bit of, get a physical time warp going. There we go. So physical time warp, just bringing it in there. What we're seeing, we're going to be around 100 there. That's nice. Now we are about to get to the node, so now we're going to start to descend, which is problematic in itself. But that's okay. We're going to be okay. I think we're going to be fine. I hope we're going to be fine. Probably going to be fine. Maybe going to be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. Should be good. Right. Bring it back to normal speed. Right. I think we need to do that a little bit. Yeah, let's go program. Alright, let's do that. And come on. And come on, get me into orbit, get me to orbit. I can fix this later. There we go. Right. Terrible, terrible orbit, but we're at least somewhere near it. Right. So, next step. Next step is we're going to try and circularize this orbit and fix our plane a bit. Now, we could burn here, or we could burn here, or we could burn right in the middle about here, actually thinking about it. So that is there. So I want to pull this out to there. There we go. What does that give me? 92, 98. Okay. Nope. I want to go a bit further this way then. So yeah, you can do this. You can. That's 87. Come back here. 103. 103, 87. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. 98, 97. 93, 96. 94, 95. 94, 95. I think 94, 95 is a nice one. We can do that. And do we have time to anything else? What's our inclination now got to? 0.8. I think we'll stick with that inclination. We can always play around with our crafts that are going to come and visit. So we're going to warp to that one. There we go. And there we are. Lovely. Look at that. We've got contract complete. Oh, we have completed the station contract. We've got a little bit of science because we've got that thing set up there. And come around. We got some money. What's our money situation? Let's check that. Ooh, 2 million. I have to think about spending that at some point, won't I? Right. So I need to knock that off because I need to keep going. We're going to burn outwards, which is a radial outburn. We don't have the ability to target this, which is annoying. So we're just going to bring this around. We've got quite a strong reaction wheel down here for this, so this is actually helping us turn the craft quite nicely, and we can do this burn, which is cool. So I wonder if I could have done a plane change at this point, but we're actually going to just hold this craft where it is for now. There we go. Right, there we are. I think that is on us target now. There we go. We're just going to approach it, start burning in 20 seconds. Okay, they give you a lot of data now that's actually quite helpful. Like all this stuff is stock now, which it never used to be, and it's pretty helpful on the whole, helping you know what you're doing. And let's see. Okay. So let's have a look. Oh, that's perfect. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so there's only half a kilometer, well, less than a kilometer difference in this, and then we're going to just rotate the craft this way, I think. Yeah, we're going to put it on the normal because we're going to have to do something with it at some point. In fact, we're going to do that now. We're going to go and build ourselves a craft to come up and dock with this thing, I think. Right, hold it there. I know it's not a mission, but we need to crew it because I want to do some science and whatnot and see what's going on. So, Bob the Builder. Bob. Somebody said in the comments, actually, the best way to remember is that Bob the Builder is a builder and Bill Nye is a science person, and they're the opposite. So, Bob is a scientist. That's logical. I like that. I like that approach. Right, here we go. EVA. Do you want to get some EVA reports? Is there an EVA report to have? You know what? I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it anyway. And then we're going to just we're going to crawl down here. No, you don't want to go down there. Okay, you don't want to go down that bit. I see. So that's not happening for you then. Okay, right. So we'll just we'll board, I suppose, and then we'll just transfer you because obviously you are not. Oh no! Do not fire the engines. Not self-deactivate engine. I don't think that's done any harm, has it? I don't think so. So what we're going to do is just shut down the engines. Right, are these active? They are require complete. Oh, right, allow partial. You don't allow partial. Right, so we are gaining electric charge. That's good. We're going to transfer. We're going to transfer our crew. Where are we? Where's my transfer button? Transfer crew. We're going to transfer you into the lab. You are ready now in the lab to do some processing. Can't do any processing until you get a friend because you need 2 people in there. So let's go build ourselves a craft to come here and then look at some of the other missions in case there's one where I have to put more people on this station. So we're going to build ourselves a craft to take 3 Kerbals up into orbit and then to dock to that new station. And pretty much what I actually end up doing is taking almost the launch stage that we've used for our station and trimming it down and replacing the mainsail with a skipper. I didn't realize this while I was building it, but that's what we basically end up doing. And we've got that little transfery stage section at the top that will just do all of the rendezvous. Now I am concerned while I'm building it that maybe the RCS won't be strong enough and won't be able to rotate properly, but you know, this is Kerbal. This is not realism overhaul or anything like that. This is got reaction wheels and things like that, so we should be, I hope, okay. Right, let's launch this thing. So here we are on the launch pad with Tritza and Staden, the all-female crew of whatever this is, the Swede Mark 1. Right, this is, I just no, I just don't like it. Anyway, I guess it's round like a Swede. Swede's short and fat. Not the people. I'm not being racist. Not Swedish. Anyway, but the actual craft is like that. Anyway, let's get this. Just get this thing into orbit. Right. I think we're going to start off with full thrust, and then I will drop the thrust on the skipper engine because I don't think we're going to need it all the way. So let us fire up those engines and get out of here. Right, off we go. Going up nicely. Look at that. We got a bit of power going there. I think we can thrust back a little bit to about 50. Well, it's about a third, isn't it? And then we can start just edging over. Now, if I was clever, I would actually prepare a wonderful little, look, whoa, they are not happy. Why are you not happy? Tritza, why are you not happy? I know it's your first flight and everything, but seriously? You're supposed to be a pilot. Sort yourself out. Look, Staden had a horrible incident with having to be rescued, and she's fine. Look at you. Right, back to what I was saying. I think, I can't remember what I was saying actually. I think I could have timed this so that, oh, the sun's coming up. I could have timed this so that we actually met pretty quickly in orbit if I was being really sort of clever and playing it. And we may do that in the future actually. We may try and just do a direct straight from launch to orbit. And the sun is, the Kerbal has come up over the horizon. Isn't that lovely? We're about to burn out our main solids. They're gone. Now we've got the skipper on full power. And we're just going to wrap it over a bit. Get it to there. We're going up. Let's check what's my inclination. Okay, this one's actually better, which is a problem in reality, because we actually want it to be slightly inclined, but you know what, we're gonna have to fix that problem anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, so this one should get us a big chunk of the way there. We're actually gonna have quite a lot of fuel left. I think the solids meant I could have reduced this, but then we'd have ended up with a very silly looking craft. What we could have done is actually gone for maybe a single pod on the top and then a cargo container or something underneath. Would have been an interesting design for this sort of craft, and we may try that in the future. It gone thin middle with 2 solids on the side because the scale was a bit out, but we will see. So I want to try and get to about 75 with this. I want to hold it at 75 in reality, primarily because it's going to help our rendezvous out if we're actually at a noticeably different orbit. I don't want to go up to too high, and we've got a bit of time on this engine still. Cut that because we're actually climbing too much, so we're going to just let the craft rotate down a little bit, and then we're just going to fire the engines. There we go, that's good. So we're actually going to lose a little bit of altitude now on our apoaps by doing this. No, we're not. We need to go down a bit further, convert some of that upwards energy into sidewards energy, and waste a load of other energy is basically what we're doing. Okay, here we go, going down. Oh, go down again. We really are wasting energy right now, wasting this rocket fuel. I mean, yeah, we're just wasting. But that's fine. We're getting some of this horizontal velocity up, which is nice, and still going. I've noticed this UI on this bottom corner is quite small in the update, which is annoying actually. I need to see if I can fix that a little bit. Oh, well, we just jumped. What happened there? Complete loss of control there. Right, are we going up or down? We're going up. Right, so first of all, let's orientate ourselves. What's this? Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring this round, and that periaps is, what's that? 88. That's not good. Right, we're actually going too high now. Let's get rid of that. We're going up, so I want to come down to about here, and then use what fuel we've got left just to bring us around. Can we do that? Nope, that's not going to work either. Oh, this is annoying. We're gonna have to waste. Anyway, we've got the fuel, so let's go to here. Not there actually. It's warped to about here. There we go. And we're just going to bump up that periaps so it's to where we want, and then we'll do a burn, just to bring it into a nice-ish orbit after that, because our periaps is still technically in the atmosphere. All right, so you spin this round. We're going to do a tiny little thrust. In fact, you know what? We're going to detach that because I don't want that in orbit actually. There we go. We'll get the engines through there. Right, I'm going to do a little tiny thrusting, take this up to about 75, and then we'll bring that apoaps down. That was such a good launch to that point, to the very end. I thought we had it, and then I think, you know what, I should have just cut the engine to let us coast. The end of that rocket just had too much oomph for us, I think. There we go. Right, we're now going to come all the way around to the periaps to go to here. Oh, I can add a maneuver. Ooh, that's nice. I would like it to be 1 minute. Yes, I'm going to let's see, apply that. So this is my alarm. There we go. Okay, there we are, and warp to next. Ooh, how clever! So you see, we're actually behind Orblab. So by going into a lower orbit, we'll be able to catch up with them over time. Delete and close. Okie dokie. Right. So I now need to orientate myself in retrograde, which is there. So there we are. There's the planet. And time to our periaps is coming up. When we get to about 5 seconds, I'll do some work with it. There we go. Close that. Don't want that anymore. So we're gonna do this lightly. Just start this process, bringing it down. There we go. Bring it onto the marker. Actually, is a good idea. I want to kind of keep that periaps where it is roughly. And a nice circular orbit would be nice for us. A bit more power. There we go. Oh, too much. So now we're going to just flip around and give ourselves... This is a perfect example of how not to do this. And yeah, I've just realized I don't think I have forward and... Oh, you are kidding me. I do not have forward and reverse thrusters on this. Does this have forward and reverse? Oh, no. Well, this is going to be fun docking, isn't it? Right. Let's see if we can do this. This could be... Have I got... Yeah. We don't have that. We're going to be docking with main engines. Okay. That's... That is going to be an interesting docking process, I think. Superb. Well done, sea monsters. Oh dear. So where do these ones fire? What does this actually have? I thought it's got... Oh, the RCS is not for the... Those aren't real. Oh no, it has RCS. Where? What do they do? I don't know. Anyway. Right, guys. Girls, sorry. Yeah, this is going to be a fun docking. Right. I'll tell you what. I think we're going to save that for the next episode. Right. Until next time, let's see how this docking goes.